Okay, so this week has been a little bit of a busy week for me. I've been working on projects. I switched into doing freelance filmmaking for people, so I've been busy with those projects, but it's been great. It's just been a little bit hectic. I still have my full-time job, and I'm doing this on the side, so as soon as I come home, I'm basically working, and that's exactly what I'm doing today. I was really worried that I wouldn't get a video out this week, but I persevered, and this video is going to be very bare bones. I apologize. There's not going to be too much B-roll, but it is what it is. But before we get into today's topic, it's a late night. I need a coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just realized that this cream that I have, it expires August 20th, and today is August 21st, so the only way we're gonna know if it's good is to smell it. Okay, let's go. Okay, no. Okay, luckily I have another cream, but this needs to go. Actually, does it? No, it needs to go. Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, almost spilled it. Alright, just need to add my sugar. So I've been using this turbinado sugar. It's good. It's supposed to be healthy, but you know, is sugar really ever healthy or anything? I do use a lot though, so defeats the purpose. And good. Okay. So since I've been so busy this week, I thought the perfect topic to talk about is time management. And I know, considering the intro I gave for this video, it seems a little bit weird that I am talking about time management. But normally, and I would say last year, if I had this kind of pressure, I probably would just freak out and completely shut down. But there's a few things that I've learned along the way that have really helped me in order to manage my time a lot better, and I want to share them with you. But before I get into that, the first thing I need to tell you is that time is really valuable, and it's something that we don't value as much as we should. A lot of people value money, a lot of people value, having nice things, and that's okay, but people underestimate how important time really is. And a lot of people are under this impression that you work hard now to enjoy your life later. When you retire, or even if you get to early retire or something like that. People are under this impression. And I'm sorry, I do not agree with this at all. Like, not even a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit, but I really disagree with this. The reason why is because life is complicated. It's not exactly what we expect. We don't always retire at 65. We won't always have a consistent job until then, and we won't live a very long life. Like, some of us are fortunate enough to do that, and some of us aren't. But life is unpredictable, and the fact that we are planning for this future that's not even guaranteed is just, to me, it's just silly. There's just so many things that are unpredictable, and the fact that we're leaving our enjoyment to the future just means, I don't know what it means, but it just kind of feels like we don't value it enough to enjoy it now. And I remember listening to this podcast about essentialism. There's actually a book, I haven't read it, but it's supposed to be really good. And it's basically that you need to value the things that are essential in life. And even though that sounds so simple, it really isn't. And for the past 2 years, I would say I've struggled with this concept alone, figuring out what is essential to me and what I need to spend time on. And that's why tip number 1 is prioritize your life. Look, it's your life, but people will always ask you to do things for them. And that's okay. You can help people. That's fine. You can do your job and all that. But there comes a point where you need to handle things in your life. I struggled with this a lot. I used to think, I should dedicate myself 100% to my job. I should, really commit to making the best work ever. And, everything else will still be there. It's fine. When you spend so much time doing things for other people, you're neglecting yourself. And at some point, we need to be a little bit selfish about our time. We need to have time for ourselves in order to recuperate, in order to find things that we love, in order to spend time doing the things we enjoy. Like, all these things are important. And I feel like when you prioritize your life, you realize that those things should have a place in your life. And that brings me straight to the second tip, which is you gotta say no sometimes. And this is something I was really bad at for the past few years. I don't like to say no. I don't know how to say no to people. If someone asks me to do something, it's very hard for me to be like, I don't really got the time. The thing I've realized is that when you say yes to everything, you're saying no to things that you could be doing, like going to the gym, or spending time with a loved one, or going on a date, or even practicing guitar. And when you say no to those things, you're essentially saying no to the things that you really want to do. The third thing is adding buffer. So this is something I also learned when I was looking into essentialism, was that, okay, when you're driving anywhere, Google Maps will tell you, like, for example, it's like 12 minutes, but it never takes 12 minutes. Like, it never takes 12 minutes. It will always, you'll take a few minutes to get to the car. There's going to be traffic. There's going to be, some kind of road blockage, especially if you live in Toronto. There's always traffic in Toronto, and it's driving me crazy. So something that should take 12 minutes doesn't actually take 12 minutes. It takes much longer. And the idea of adding buffer is that you add a little bit of extra time to accommodate those things that could come up and be unpredictable. So for example, if you're taking on a job, doing a video, then you want to add a little bit of extra time just in case something comes up. You never know what's going to happen, and just having that little extra time gives you that flexibility, but also just allows you to relax a little bit and not stress yourself out. And the last thing, and the most important thing, you need to schedule some time for you to rest. I can't stress how important it is to take some time for yourself to rest and to recuperate. Because honestly, there's just so much going on, and having some time to process everything that's happening, having some time to recuperate, having some time to clear your mind is so important and so vital to your well-being. I think later and later in life, I'm realizing how important it is to take care of your mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself just in general. And I can see these people slowly start to burn out. They start to lose their steam because they're not taking care of themselves. They're just continuously working to the point where they're just, completely like a zombie. I don't know. And last year, this is exactly what I went through. I was always working, I was stressed out about everything, and I wouldn't take any time to worry about me, to take a rest, to just relax, and just not worry about anything. By the way, when I mean rest, I don't mean, vacuuming or working on things that need to be fixed around the house. I mean actually sitting down and doing something that can just let your mind kind of go completely blank for a little while. Meditation works. Meditation's pretty cool. You could even read a book or just kind of just sit there on the couch and just stare blankly at the sky as you ponder pretty much absolutely nothing. But I was watching a video today by Matt Diavella. I literally quote him in pretty much every video. But he said something very interesting. He said his dad always used to say, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. But if you think about it, if you add up many molehills, they become pretty much as tall as a mountain. I'm paraphrasing. But I think that's important is because all the small things start to build up. And if you don't rest, if you don't take some time for yourself, all those things will pile up and pretty much completely destroy you. So please, rest. Just, once in a while, every now and then, just sit back, do something that will not require any mental energy, and just take some time for yourself. Don't worry about any stress. Don't worry about anything like that. I know, like for some of you, this is not something that's easy to do, but try it. Even for 10 minutes, just do nothing. I'll leave you with this, and this will be the last thing that I say. Our time has value. Just like money, it has value. And the more you spend time doing things for other people, letting people take advantage of you, and the more time you spend doing things that you don't want to do or things that aren't essential to your life, you are decreasing the value of that time. You're telling yourself that your time is not important and it shouldn't be a priority for yourself. And by that, you're telling yourself that you are not valuable and that you're not worth a priority, or you're not a priority. And the truth is, you're pretty awesome. I mean, there's a camera between us, and I don't know exactly who I'm talking to, but you seem to be pretty cool. I mean, you're watching this video, so I assume you're pretty awesome. So, you know, take care of yourself, please. For me, at least. That's all I ask. Anyways, I better get back to work because I got a lot to do. But, thank you for tuning in, and, yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, please, if you don't mind, you could click the subscribe button, and you'll see all my future videos. I've got some really cool stuff coming out in September, October, and I really want to share that with you, so please stay tuned, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, guys. So I've been so busy this week that I have literally, like, this is a very DIY setup. Let me just show you on my phone camera what it looks like. But you can see, like, I have a camera. Like, this light's not even fixed to anything, and I have my microphone on the boom pole. But that's pretty much it. Like, I pretty much did this very bare bones because I just didn't have time this week. And, I don't know. It's a bummer.